Season 1 Episode 6. The vampires plan to murder the Baron because his ways are too antiquated, but they never really form a solid plan. When the Baron awakens, he insists the vampires show him a night on the town, which they do. They drink the blood from extremely drunk and high people who have come from bars and nightclubs. The Baron insists on trying human pizza, which everyone, including himself, knows will make him violently ill. This leads to one of my favorite and funniest CGI moments in the entire show run. Like drunk teenagers sneaking back into the Staten Island house, the night ends, but there is just a bit more to the episode. The ending is quite unexpected, as Guillermo lets in the sunlight of daybreak, which burns the Baron to a crisp, killing him. Season 1 Episode 7. Following the end of Episode 6, the vampires must stand trial in front of the Vampiric Council, loaded with guest stars and even the writers of the movie/show. The vampires can barely remember the night before because they were so intoxicated from the laced blood they drank. After Guillermo pleads guilty to committing the crime, the council finds it preposterous and will not accept him taking the blame for the vampires, even though us bingers know he did do it. The VC sentences the vampires to death by sunlight. Just as the sun is about to reach the vampires and kill them, an unexpected ally executes a rescue attempt, Colin and Guillermo. Season 1 E8. Jenna, the college girl Nadja turned into a vampire, has deciphered that her vampire power is invisibility. Nadja continues to mentor her on life as a vampire, and Jenna feeds on her first human. Meanwhile, Nandor finds out Alquo Lindar, his home country from hundreds of years ago, no longer exists. While attempting to gain U.S. citizenship, Nandor makes it to the word God in the Pledge of Allegiance when his mouth catches fire and he is unable to complete the exam. Season 1 Episode 9. In case you didn't know, throwing a bad vampiric party, or in this case orgy, can lead to devastating social consequences for a vampire's status. The orgy preparation was coming along relatively well until Laszlo stumbled across his porn collection, which dates back many decades. This leads to Nadja saying they are boring, which offends Laszlo. Meanwhile, Guillermo and Nandor go to a Halloween store to get supplies where they run into Guillermo's virgin friend who Nandor wants to bring to the orgy for the vampires to feed on. In the end, Laszlo realizes, through watching hours of porn, that Nadja is his one true love, which he announces in front of the orgy. This romantic speech of monogamy turns the vampires off to the orgy idea and ruins the party. Season 1 Episode 10. A revealing episode, which starts with a DNA test showing Nandor had over 200,000 descendants. The other vampires don't seem to care. One of the descendants is a 94-year-old woman who lives on Staten Island. When Nandor goes to pay her a visit, she drops dead of a heart attack. From seeing a flying vampire outside her window makes sense. Meanwhile, bingers learn the fate of Jeff/Gregor's incarceration at the end of Episode 5, which is a psychiatric ward. As Nadja calls out to him, he hears and breaks out of the asylum and goes to court Nadja, but Laszlo swoops in to stop him. In the process, Laszlo reveals that he is the cause of nearly all of Jeff/Gregor's deaths in past lives. Jeff/Gregor rides off at a high speed but does not see the razor-thin wire that hangs in Laszlo's topiary garden. The wire is for sculpting. This leads to Jeff/Gregor, yet again, being beheaded and losing his life. In a major twist of events, Guillermo finds out that he is a descendant of Van Helsing, one of the most notorious and effective vampire hunters/killers of all time.
Thanks for watching. For more content, check out contentbinger.com.